Hold up, don't click out of this video just yet. Make sure you smash that like button because I have a challenge. If I get over 200 likes, I'm gonna be doing something for you guys. And so stay tuned, watch the video, and I hope you enjoy. Hey, what's up guys? So, new video today, and I was just in the shower, which is why my hair is like this, and I got the idea that I should maybe just do like a quick video on a hair tutorial on how I style my hair, because as I've mentioned in a couple of my previous videos, I've actually gained friendships because of my hair, not necessarily because of the color, but just because of the way I had it styled or something. I have always had it colored the past few years. I've always done something with it, and anyways, so I thought I'd go over some products that I use to take care of my hair and also how I style my hair today. And on that note, let's get to the bathroom. So here's a quick little snapshot of some of the products that I use on my hair. This is my blow dryer. Nothing super fancy. It actually took me a hot minute to get this set up, so my hair's kind of gotten a little drier than I'd like for it to be, so I actually have like a little squirt bottle that I use. So I like my hair to be a little more damp whenever I start putting product in it. Okay, dry it off a little bit, because I don't want like water dripping down on me while I'm doing my hair. Sometimes I'll drape a towel around me. One thing I will say from the get-go, be careful to think about styling your hair after you have your shirt on. I get super paranoid about that. I don't like having to take clothes on and off whenever I've already done my hair. Whenever I get out of the shower, get my clothes on, I go ahead and I put a little bit of Suavecita. It's a pomade that I use. It's a product for women, but it works really, really well with my hair. And it is water soluble, so I like to put it in my hair when it's damp, even though the directions say otherwise. The directions actually, I think, say apply to dry hair until desired hold. Until desired hold and texture is achieved. I don't know why I can't talk today. And I do about this much, so not like too heavy. And then kind of rub it in. I know I've been taught like to start from the back and work your way forward with it. I like to put a little bit on the front, so like I just did. I put it across the front and go to the back, and then I start working it in from the back. That way product just gets evenly distributed around my head and my hair, on my head, not my head. Okay, and then the next thing I do is I get Kevin Murphy, and it's called Anti-Gravity. I'll go ahead and put it in front of you like that. I don't know if it's focused or not. But Anti-Gravity, it's an oil-free volumizer, and this stuff works amazing. This is one of my favorite products that I have ever used, and it works super well here in Texas with the heat and the humidity and everything, and it keeps the volume in my hair really, really well. And so I do about a dime to a nickel portion on my fingers, so just like about that much or so, as it's running down my hand. And then same thing, I put it in the front and then I go to the back and then work it forward. Run my fingers through it really, really well. Try to get the product in there evenly distributed. Okay, and then by this point I have hair all over my hands, and so I rinse my hands off real quick. I am ready to blow dry it. And really quickly, you don't have to have like a fancy blow dryer. This is a higher end. It's not like a super nice one, but it does have some nice settings. There are 3 levels of heat on this, and let me see. I don't know if it's gonna focus or not. Yeah, but there are 3 levels, just trust me. So I typically like to keep the heat on 2. I don't want it too hot, so I don't wanna like fry my hair, but I do need some heat to get my hair and the product working and get it a little more volumized. So let's get volumizing. Is that even a word? So look at this volume. Like it's not dry yet, but you can already tell like it is getting up there already. And so by this point, as you can tell, like I've only used my hand. I'm only like rubbing my hand through my hair when I'm drying it. Once it does reach a certain point to where it starts to become pretty dry and I can start to really move it the way I want to, then I have a little tool that I will show you in a second that I use, and don't make fun of me for it, but it does the trick and it works really, really well. Anyways, so I'm gonna hurry up and keep drying and get to that point. Okay, so as you can tell, like I definitely have some volume going on, but I'm also able to like easily get it kind of in the position or the area that I would want it styled. So right now I'm just going for like a pushed back. As you can tell, like I can run my fingers through it and push it like back and together, and then what you do is you kind of move it forward to get the volume up, and it's kind of staying relatively well without any additional products. At that point is whenever I take this right here, and yes, there's a lot of hair in it, so you know, I hope you're not easily grossed out. It has red hair, blue hair, platinum hair, so I have a very patriotic hairbrush. This is from a hairbrush, just a normal hairbrush, but I popped the actual brush part out without the handle. And the reason why is I feel like you have a little more versatility with it, and so I like to hold it like this and like move it through my hair. And I just feel like it's way easier to hold and you're not having to like maneuver anything. So I don't know if you can tell now, but essentially it's kind of like whenever you use that, it really tames the hair more so. It still needs a little drying in the back, but I'm not too worried about that right now. So now, it depends. So I feel through, I'm like, okay, maybe I can style it, get by with just hairspray at this point. Or sometimes I'll go ahead and add more suavecita if I feel it needs more hold. But right now, I feel like it's going to be fine. I mean, it seems to be holding up pretty well. So this brings me to my next part. So I have two hairsprays that I showed you at the beginning. So I use a Kenra volume spray, and it's a super hold finishing spray, and it works super, super well. This is probably hands down my favorite hairspray I've ever used. It holds really well in the heat and the humidity, and it really, like, it is glue. Like, it holds your hair perfectly well without it looking like you have a lot of product in your hair, and that's what I really like about it. On the other side of the spectrum, whenever you don't want that perfect looking hair that I go for sometimes, and I go for like more of a messier look, so I like the texture, like you can see through the strands of hair, and for that I have a feather comb. And so like if you want, you know, those like streaks going through to where it's not quite like perfect looking where it's all together, I use this. And this is a newer product that I've started to use, Give Me Hold Flexible Hairspray by 11 Australia. Really, really great. My colorist uses this, stylist, and she got me into it, but I'm gonna use that today because I'm not wanting my hair to be like, look super clean. I want to kind of go for a little more of a messier pushback look, and so I just kind of spray some on all over, and then after that, again, just kind of my mood. Sometimes I'll use this, and then like you can see the lines going through, so it's not like the super clean look necessarily. It gives a little texture, which I really, really love texture and everything. But yeah, so you could do this, or you know, you can run your fingers through it to give that texture, messy look. Today I'm feeling more the feather comb. And then after that, I keep saying and then. And now I'm starting to realize how much of a process this is. This really only takes me like 5 to 7 minutes tops to do. It's a little different whenever I'm trying to actually explain it to you guys. I will say this hairspray does not hold very well in the heat and humidity. My hair kind of does fall a little bit by the end of the day, but it does give that flexibility to where you can like mess with it and push it back throughout the day, and it'll kind of still keep the shape. With the Kenra hairspray, I can't do that. Partially because I don't need to, because it literally holds my hair in place all day long. So it depends on what your mood is. Sometimes I want the super clean, like perfect looking hair. And then today I'm just kind of like, I want a little texture to it, you know, and you can still see my hair moves pretty easily with this hairspray. With the Kenra, it would not do that. It would literally stay in place. And so after doing that though, I can tell I need a little more hairspray over here. So kind of comb it through a little bit, brush it through, and then you can get the feather comb out. Once you apply the hairspray, I then take this back out, and if you have this little setting where it has the snowflake, take that, put it on low power, and press this button down while you're doing it to kind of set the hairspray. So I do need a little more on the sides. Low power. Press the button, and then you don't want to put it directly, like, you don't want to face it directly on it, because then you're going to like move your hair around too much after you just spent all that time styling it. I like to kind of angle mine up a little bit, or you can hold it out further away. And then voila. And I have done my hair for the day. So let me know what you think of, or if you even use any of these products. I highly recommend all of them. Now that my hair's styled, I want to talk about some hair care that I do. Some things I like to do with my hair is I use Amica, and this is my favorite conditioner product. It's a mask for your hair. It does need to be in your hair for like 5 to 7 minutes, so I would say wait and use that whenever you have time. If you're in a hurry, it's a waste of the product if you're only gonna leave it in for a couple of minutes and then wash it right back out. So save this for when you have time. I typically try to use this once a week for my hair. And then I also have this hair food, sulfate-free hair food conditioner, and it's color protectant conditioner that I use when I'm in a hurry. So it's like pop it in for 1 or 2 minutes and then out. And it is paraben-free, mineral oil-free, dye-free, and gluten-free. Not that you'd want to eat this, but I guess because it's hair food, maybe it's about, are there really people concerned about their hair not consuming gluten? Is that a thing? Like, I don't know. But anyways, this does help give your hair like a nice shine to it as well, which is why I really like this. I typically condition my hair more than I actually shampoo my hair. And a lot of that has to do with, you know, shampoo also can dry out your hair. But whenever I do shampoo my hair, I only do that maybe twice a week, tops, if that. I typically use conditioner more than I do shampoo. But I like to use the Be Unique, and this is really, really great, and it's actually very cheap. And I left a review for them, and they sent me another, like, a bottle for free, which was really, really cool of them to do that because of my review, I guess, I don't know. But it works really well, and it's inexpensive to give you that ashy, like, silver look. And you might be like, why are you using purple shampoo? Your hair is not blonde. Well, it was it was platinum for a little while, but actually purple shampoo has like a toner quality to it, and so I really like the way it tones my hair, and it gives it more of like a cold tone, like it's a cooler tone. And so even though my hair is not blonde anymore, I still like the coldness that it gives the color. But don't use this right after you color your hair. Wait a couple of weeks after you've colored your hair, because obviously after you've colored your hair, you have all of that saturated color in there, and it's already been processed and toned and everything, so you don't need to use it right away, and I wait 2 weeks before I use that shampoo, which sounds disgusting, but you know, I'm just being honest with you. That's why I say I condition my hair more than I do shampoo it. But this is really, really great, and it lathers up really well. It's Keep My Color Blonde shampoo by 11 Australia, so the same brand as this Give Me Hold flexible hairspray that I have. And so these are things that I use with my hair, and let me know if you use any of these products, or maybe what products do you use for your hair. I'm curious to know. Everyone's hair is different, you know, so some products work better in their hair versus someone else's hair. So I always like to share like what I do, because I get comments on it all the time, even from kids whenever I'm like doing data collection. Yes, I'm a graduate student, so I did data collection at some elementary schools, and I had these girls like, how do you get your hair so fluffy? And I tell them like, oh, it's just I use some products and stuff like that. And then I like joke with my colleagues. I'm like, I'm one of the cool kids now because I got some 5th graders in my pocket. Anyways, that sounded so wrong. But yeah, let me know if you like videos like this, where I'm kind of just showing you some things that I do in my life with my hair, maybe some routines. Drop a comment below. I would actually love to make a goal. So right now, obviously I only have like a little over 40 subscribers, and I'm not gonna complain. I'm actually very happy with that, given the number of videos I've posted. But I wanna make a challenge to where if this video gets over 200 likes by the end of September of this year, gonna be very specific, I will cut my own hair, which I have never done before, not correctly anyways. I've done a couple of snips here and there, but I will cut my own hair and do a video on it. And I probably should not tell my barber that I'm doing this, because she's probably like, no! Because we've been like trying to grow it out in the back to do a really cool looking hairstyle, and I'm still trying to get it there. Whoa! My southern accent came out right there. Get it there. Share this video to everyone that you can, and I promise I will try to cut my own hair. And I mean actually like doing a skin fade or something with clippers on the side, and then like maybe some texturing on top, since I'm still trying to grow my hair out on top. So if you want to see that, share the video and like it, obviously, and then comment below some of the stuff that you liked about this video or products that you might want to try. Okay, and now we got our look going on. I wanted to make a quick comment, and I wanted to say that one thing I've really appreciated with our society is that we are becoming more accepting of people who look different, which is awesome. And while making this video, I had it in the back of my mind the whole time, and like it made me think, because I am getting ready to actually take a hiatus from coloring my hair. I want it just doesn't feel like my hair normally did. It's been so long since I've let it grow out naturally. I think I need to do that just to give it a little bit of a break from all the color. And from doing that, it made me think about like how happy that's gonna make my mom, because my mom does not like that I color my hair at all, and she's very open about letting me know that, but not like a mean way. She's like, it looks good, but she still just likes my natural hair color. And I try to give her a little bit of benefit of the doubt, because, you know, like as a millennial, our parents grew up in a society that had a lot of gender norms. And so, you know, she made the comment like, don't you feel like you're too old to be coloring your hair? And then I was like, well, you still color your hair. Which was like a really like smart aleck remark to say, I know, but it just rubbed me the wrong way. And then her reply to that was that, well, you're a boy, like you're not a woman. And I was like, you know, that's just where the way they grew up, it was just not normal. And I remember growing up, the cool thing in like middle school is if you had highlights. That was like the thing to do. Like shortly after the 2000s, especially somewhere in there, like highlighting your hair as a kid was like the cool thing to do. That and actually having braces was a cool thing, which I don't think it is anymore. But anyways, I digress. But it's just like made me realize how far we've come, because looks aren't emphasized as much as like a predictor of success and or competence or your ability to do something. And I remember growing up, we were taught like unnatural hair color. I mean, it wasn't even allowed in school, and I don't know if that's still a thing. I'm sure it is at some schools, but I've definitely seen a lot more kids with unnatural hair color, and I think it's awesome because it is a way to express ourselves and make us feel better about ourselves. And I am all for anything like that. And it's just awesome in the professional sense as well. As a graduate student, like I'm getting ready to go to conferences and do all of these networking events to like start my career, hopefully. And even my faculty and mentors here at UT, they actually love my hair color. Like they always compliment me on it, saying it looks awesome and all of this. They don't shame me for it. And I think it's great that we're reaching a point to where you can go to do professional events and the color of your hair doesn't automatically make you incompetent, like to do whatever it is that you're there to do. And so to anyone out there who is watching this video and has colored hair, you keep doing you, because it's a way to let us be ourselves, right? And I'm a big proponent of that. And don't forget about the challenge. Like the video, if you have colored hair, I bet that would easily, if it would circulate, get 200 likes. So if you want to see me try to shave my, well, I'm not shaving all of my hair, but I want to actually try to do a legit haircut with a fade and everything. And if you want to see me try to do that and freak my barber out, then like the video, thumbs up, big time, share it, make sure, I'm not even gonna be like, subscribe to my channel. I want to get some interaction from people. That's why I started this channel. So I'm really excited. I hope that I can get some feedback from you guys on this video, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Okay, bye.